Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Séance at Blake Manor. We have hit 4 p.m. It's getting dark. It's getting late. I'm running out of time.
Oh, Mr. Dupre. I'm almost disappointed. I would stay clear of that one. I have my suspicions about her.
Mrs. Darcy, if I didn't know any better, I would think... Can I help you, Mr. Ward?
No, I was just passing by. Sorry to interrupt.
That is quite all right. We were done talking anyway. Hello again, my friend.
Okay, talk to me about exorcism. This is the problem, I don't know much about exorcism. I do, for my sins, actual banishment is hard. They failed to remove the spirits, what can we do more than her? Lying a soul to rest is easier than kind, I'm ever being rid of one. But when it's not an option, which is often the case with angry spirits, and we trap a soul and take a feather to a faraway place. The Gulf of Mexico is littered with ghosts. You're harmless to us, dear. Tell me, are you asking theoretically or actually? What do you need? Miss Darcy believes she's being haunted by her late husband and she seems to be at her wit's end. I understand you're well versed in such matters. Do you think you'd be able to help her? I had the impression there was something troubling her, but I didn't know it was quite that serious. I can help, of course, but I'll need an item of Mr. Darcy. Something would have been of considerable emotional value to him. I'll tell you something that could work. Yeah, I'm guessing the ring will work. Let me know as soon as you have it on Linger.
Mr. Dupre, would this work for Mrs. Darcy's needs?
Let me see. You know, I think it will. Come, let us first find Mrs. Darcy, and then a secluded area to perform the rite.
Yes, I think he is gone.
Not quite. I've bound him to the ring. As long as it remains undamaged, he can torment you no further.
Well then, on my journey home, I shall lodge this into a clay sod and drop it off the side of the ferry. Thank you, gentlemen, both. I harbour no regret for what I did to that man. But I am glad he did not convince me to harm that stupid, selfish woman. Before coming here, I did not think this mystical business had anything to it. I wish I was still so naive. Seeing my husband's ghost was more than I wanted. I need not see another. I shall not be attending the séance.
Yes, awesome.
Now, if you will excuse me, Yes. I need to lie down for a while.
Mr. Soft, Mrs. Darcy will no longer attend the seance. Now free of the ghost driving her to murder, she has dropped the vendetta against Miss Deane. Okay, at least a little bit of progress. I wonder if I've got enough face facts to eliminate any suspects. I should check my notes. Okay, so there's no one in here. Sorry, I'm not sure if you guys heard like a sound. Like if there's sound issues have been like if there have been sound issues in the last couple minutes, it's because my microphone disconnected on itself and connected again.
What do you mean the forge isn't set up? I sent word ahead.
I'm sorry, sir, but our telegraph machine was not working, so we must...
God, no, I didn't telegram. Terrible yoke. Wouldn't go near one. No, my cousin only came by a few weeks ago and told you.
Do you know who we spoke with?
How would I know that? Do you think he walked halfway across the country to give me a thumbs up?
No, of course not, sir. Regardless, even if we had received word, there is no working forge here. Only the anvil remains, and that is ornamental.
And your horseman? How does he shoe his horses then?
I believe he takes them to a place in Guildford.
Ah, here.
So sorry, old friend. No one here, right? Okay, I know I've tried it already, but let me...
And you're back.
My thoughts on the seance. Very exciting to talk to ghosts. I'm sure the dead have lots to say. I know my God isn't real. I wasted my life, and so didn't show up for my funeral riveting. I'm more interested in the mad fellows who think death is more interesting than life, and the stupid things they'll do to prove it. Isn't this strange rose kept off the side of the atrium? I how don't like it. It has a bad energy of it. Whether it's measuring, it's part of the seance and doesn't mean trust to it. Mr. Lara seems to, I think there's an angel on his tail. Whatever it's say it's no angel. It's only a minute. What can I tell me about the Fae? Surely you know this yourself. Are well in basic terms the spirits of the land, or aren't the land people say they can be trusted and tricks you and find humans and you don't want them to do that? Okay, I can only talk to him about the goddess Bree, not St. Bridget. Showing crown over, crown is a pale speaking in lad. It's a circlet. The demonstration is a druid, a protector of this land and inhabitant. Crown. Despite an uncommon look, when it's only free from when it's free of opinions of others.
Only those.
Okay, let me check your mystery. Okay, I'm supposed to investigate the room. Okay. Okay, nice. This is empty. No one seems to be here. On the jacket, there's nothing in its pockets. Various letters from the guests making requests for the duration of their stay. Another complaining about the housekeeper and her over familiarity and curiosity. Didn't complain about Miss Joyce. Letters requesting gramophone records for the rooms, respectively for the drawing room and the bedroom of one Dr. Callahan. Mail to be delivered in the town, nothing except requests for supplies. With its new purpose, a brief article of the gathering of the strange guests in Manor. It has an unwelcoming tone. Mr. Relay's mid-draft orders. He is requesting payments. Hold off until this event is over. Gold quality, not ornate pen. That was most important to the finances. What's in the safe? Can you open from next door? Okay. Ooh, I could try and listen in from the other side. No one at the stables. Okay. Can talk to you about the drawing of a vase.
Mr. Ward.
I've been drawing a vase of nectar nebo. I can see it when I close my eyes. Long bird and then long lost. It should be somewhere here in these halls. But it's not here to see. Someone has hidden it away. But where? The basement? The church? Blake's own residence? I can find nothing. If only I can find some records. Excuse me, I'm just passionate.
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
It's the only place I have best left to check is the drawing room, and then I can try and look at some rooms. And I should make a list of which rooms I haven't looked at yet. Okay, you guys are here. Perhaps this one is marked music for the confusion of sleep because used to me. Okay, got a record.
Good day.
Hello, sir. Anything?
What about the written complaint? I couldn't help but hearing that there have been some complaints about you, Mrs. Joyce. I'm sorry. Well, good. If this lot were pleased with me, I wouldn't be a very good Catholic, now would I? Okay, yeah, she's not gonna help us. Putting a ghost to rest. But still, is there anyone you can imagine going out of the way to do such a thing? Who wouldn't? It all comes down to a bunch of ranitos, so mark my words, doesn't matter which monkey school they are part of a circus.
I'll be off.
God bless you.
Okay. Then, let me go back to the art room. And try and see which rooms, make a list which rooms I still have to search. Okay. Okay, I need a notebook and a pencil. Alright. So the rooms are numbered, right? 1 to 22, I believe. Yeah. And then of course I have the servants' quarters, which are currently not accessible to me. Okay. So I have done all the unassigned rooms, which are 2, 7, and 21. I don't have to search my room. Mine is number 4's. Okay. The rooms on this side I can't do right now because I don't have the master keys or any other, like the room keys for them. I hope I can get these tomorrow when I enter the basement. Lost in the basement storeroom. Northwest corridor will be securely locked away in the stable safe, yeah. Need to open the stable safe for that. Okay. I have looked in some rooms here. I believe I've not done the priest. Should be number 8. Yeah. Because the last time I came in here, that was occupied. I must have done Mr. Dupra's room, right? Yeah, I searched Mr. Dupra's. So that is 11. But so far I was not able to search 9 and 10. That's the Callahans. No. And number 12 is Hisham's. Also not. Okay, then I've done 15 and 16. '13 and 14 should both still be missing. Or Mrs. Darcy. I believe Mrs. Darcy's room I didn't investigate. Let's check. Or did I? Oh no, I did. I found the letters and everything. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So Mrs. Darcy is number 13. Miss Quinn. Yep. Still here. And then the question is... '17 is Miss Barbosa, Mr. Scarrett's, Miss Erickson's. Miss Erickson's I've done. It was number 19. Yeah, there's still a lot of rooms left to investigate. Okay, 18 and 17. Scarrett and Barbosa. Okay, no. And no. Okay. Then... any room is as... like, this room is as good as any. Note from Mr. Debra confirming a meeting in the drawing room. It doesn't say any time. You know, Mrs. Troy scheduled for the weekend and notice movements in the timetable. Let's try and be efficient and not waste so much time. Close from the event, none of the noteworthy. Both for events, Carmela Monteroni has headlined in the past. She really has traveled the world for this stuff. I don't think it's a strange thing to bring, but maybe it's such as she travels often without much notice. She might be bringing a thing from one event to another by mistake or as mementos of her work. A lot in Italian, the ink has multicule stains that recognize as teardrops, suggests La Casina Mandravani. Medium-sized boost to fine Italian quality. Empty bottles of medication must be managed as symptoms. I wonder if she's seeing Dr. Wallachia. Lockbox, use. Oh my god, what was that? Okay, now what was that? I mean, that doesn't seem right. Like, I can open this. Okay, wait. Show me again how that looks like. Open. Yeah, I feel like I need more dots for that. Or am I crazy? Oh wait, maybe it's better to go backwards, huh? Lost it? Why? Okay, yeah, I have no idea what sigil I have to draw here. I would think it would be the one for open, but that doesn't work. Copy of Malombra by the Italian writer Antonio Fogazzo. Okay, thanks. Can't look at the bed. Postal order. Postal orders to La Castina Mantovani. Means Mantovani is planning to sending money back home to Italy. Contract. A contract for the event signed between her and Vincent Ballet with raiders an unusual high fee for such an event. Certainly being overpaid to be here, and she's receiving that many times over. There's an Italian newspaper. It seems to be from the same region as Family's from. She seems to be keeping an eye on the local news there. So the event seems very important to her. A shawl and adapted in the cold weather. Why isn't she wearing it then? Photograph of young Miss Mantovani with a mother, grandmother maybe. Group of people posing in front of a farmhouse. A few of them look like Miss Mantovani. Must be a family and their home. Number of bloodstained handkerchiefs. No symptom of illness, no doubt. And last 5 from the grad seance must be the same as Mantovani stabbed at her door. Leviticus 20:27, or in other words, a man or a woman who is a medium or a wizard must be put to death. You will stone them with stones, for their blood is upon their heads. As a fact, it has to be. Just a comb. Fresh looking tear deck must be spare. Current focus diagnosis. Okay. So to figure out what her illness is. Alright, then that's not room number 5. Searched. Room number 6 is Mr. Toussaint's. Who again is Mr. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, the question is if that is necessary. Because he won't be attending the seance. Seems I already searched his room, by the way. The museum doesn't believe put him let him re-enter his dream, but it was something I should try. So I should have record this once museum was there. Like I already have. Why would I add your mystery? Well, couldn't discern the sort of weather. Two pairs of perfectly polished medium-sized black shoes. Well, from soliciting advisor Mr. Toussaint, there's no formal way to defect from a church and declare himself an atheist. Nor is there any means to sue for wrongdoing suffering in their care, as no record was kept, no witness found in relation to his exorcism. Uh-huh. Hambrits, wasn't Mr. Toussaint been up to? Experiment of so long successful. I managed to induce lucid dream states, but they have not been in the same dreams I've had at night during real sleep. None of the gorgeous sigils or standing stones from the nightly dreams. Why is this? Techniques. It has the research direct, comfortable and safe space, and suitable music. Could it be because I found myself here in an unfamiliar place? Could it be distorting my attempt? I'm sure not that there's a shared dream being experienced here. What is trying to convey, and how can I find out? If only the way could revisit and explore the dream itself, but we could try lucid dreaming. The shared dream itself would be the anchor needed to focus my dreams. Miss Deane's journal could represent that. I assume Mr. Toussaint from another member of the Society of Circulation. They are usually urging him to reconsider his heartland stance against the use of magical practice in his work, saying a knowledge of the enemy's tool can help us find them. Given where I found this, he does not seem moved by their argument. Bottle of Cologne, French, so they recognize the brands. Who knows? Okay. What present has been a safer place to listen to this. Good Maupassant's Bel Ami. It's in French, so I have no idea what it's about. Someone intended to meet Miss Deane at the bar. Then I should pay the bar a visit. And I will cross off Mr. Toussaint's room. Okay, and I will not search the entire manor this time because I really want to focus on the rooms. There's so much information to gather there, and I really need some starting points for these investigations. Oh, there's still another talk in the drawing room. Ah, what we know of ghosts. Okay. The talk first, then the bar.
Ciao. Ciao. For those of you I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting, I am Carmela Mantovani, and I'm here to talk about ghosts and all that we know about them. So, grazie mille for attending.
Now, I will speak with you about ghosts, spirits, phantoms. There is still much we don't know about ghosts, you must think. And this is true. Yet, there is plenty to speak on. So do not worry. We do know that not all dead linger. Only those bound to a place, an object, a person stay. Why? This we do not know yet for certain. It is theorized that all spirits are bound, fettered by an emotional component. Death in a place, obsession with an object, love or anger to a person. By their nature, they're hard to define. And yet, even in their elusiveness? Yeah, sì, questo funzionerà. We find them everywhere. By their many names, they are all across the world. There are many formations. Some echo the grief they left upon the world and are blind to the living, while others are vengeful and aggressive, haunting a person or place and causing everything from psychological to physical damage. Regardless, no single spectre has been able to directly communicate. But tomorrow night we intend to change this. So, what stops them from speaking? Is it a physical matter? No, it cannot be, as they interact with the world in other ways. Blowing papers off desks, snuffing candles, sometimes even striking people. Perhaps the limitation is in their lungs, then. Well, could it be they have nothing to say? I do not think so. Many a mystic, myself included, believe that spirits have given us a feeling of things they once said. There is a chance this is wishful thinking on our parts. But I believe so many have felt this, that at least one person must be correct. Maybe they simply cannot speak for themselves? This we cannot rule out, and is to be my conclusion, if our seance does not bear fruit. So, why do I have such hopes for this seance? This I have been doing for a long time. When you invite a ghost to speak with you, there are always limits. The strength of the spirit, the skill of the medium, the thickness of the veil. All of these things can make it difficult for a ghost to manifest. We see their forms on occasion. We feel the echoes of their emotion. But these things do not require expense. They sustain themselves, somehow. This we do not understand. It takes effort for a spirit to be more than echoes, to make a more conscious connection with the world of the living. This is an age of science, yes? So, let me speak in those terms. We think of ghosts as waveforms, spiritual waveforms. A soul rippling long past the death of its host, its shell. They are in a frequency we cannot easily see. In daytime, they are almost invisible to us. At night, easier to see. The less interference around, lights, other people, and so on, the easier still. If you have noticed animals behaving strangely, this is because they see different wavelengths to us, as is with light. The atmosphere blocks the wavelength of light. The same is true for spiritual wavelengths. But at this time of year, the veil, or spiritual atmosphere, is at its thinnest. And then there is you, those gathered. People attuned to the mystical, coming together to work as a... Qual è la parola? A net. No, net is not correct. Che cos'è? Ah, my words let me down. But look, if you do not believe me. I'm told that crows are a symbol of your Irish death goddess. They are gathering. And at night, the dead are roaming. I think they line up for the chance to speak to us. Imparting? A warning. We understand ghosts to be the disembodied souls of the old selves, sometimes less or incomplete as to how they were before. So, tomorrow, when the veil is at its thinnest, mind your words. These spirits were once people. They are the intangible remains. And they will be just as driven as they ever were, if not more.
Mr. Toussaint, Mr. Byrne, Mrs. Darcy. It's Callahan. You're the doctor, right? Okay, let me see if I can talk to the doctor about Miss Mantravani's illness and get a diagnosis.
What can I do for you?
And then to his aunt, maybe she's connected to St. Bridget. He understood that Miss Montrani seems unwell. You must know I can't discuss my patient's private medical information with just anyone. I keep their files well protected, so don't get any ideas. I won't be a source of gossip about the woman. Mm-hmm.
I have to be on my way.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
We have not. I'm Declan Ward. I arrived just yesterday, from Dublin. And yourself, ma'am?
Fia Callahan. No need for the formalities. I arrived at the hotel just a few days ago, but I've lived in the area all my life.
Ah, a local. A good person for a stranger to become acquainted to.
Oh, I'm not just local. I'm the local Bandri, Declan. A wise woman. I've come to minimize the damage of this damnable séance.
Good, then we have the same goal. Mentioned you were a bean drawing. What's that now? It's like a hedge witch. I offer treatments, both physical and spiritual, to the locals. And look after the land too, really though. A land and its people are intertwined, so it's all one. What are your duties? Can you tell me more about your duties? Well, as to say, healing of the land, the body, the mind, all that. Some veterinary work, blessings on the land, and tributes to keep the other folk happy. I do the odd bit of scrying for those with the need for it. And I train successors. Or at least I try. Rari's been off of that path these days. Fine cross you have there. This is just to keep off the priest from my back. Between you and me, Declan, I don't much care for these new gods. Bonias, golden thrones? Pah. I prefer the old gods walking and working the land side by side with us. Okay, maybe not connected to St. Bridget then. Seems like Helen has been in recent correspondence with Miss Deane. The wee screw told him to stay away from her, writing to her behind my back, no less. She'd be the ruin of him. And you mark my words, won't let that happen. Okay. Can you tell me about the goddess breed? Well, as the Kanglich in the winter is a breed as the summer, one of the fairest and most loved goddesses. It said that when her son was killed by Gobnui, that she keened the first keening. All the other keening since is her sharing that soul with mortal kind and knowing their pain of loss. Okay, yeah,
I'll
okay,
let
not
you
the
take care
person
now,
I
Declan.
need.
And don't forget to get a bite to eat into you.
At least it seems that she's not the person I need. Damn it.
I don't believe we know each other, do we? Have you just arrived?
Only recently. Declan Ward, miss. Pleased to meet you.
And are you, Mr. Ward? Were you meant to be here, or did something bring you suddenly? Oh, blast. That shouldn't matter. Oh, and now you've forgotten to say my name. Ivy McLeod. I'm sorry. You have me all flustered. I am host to the second sight, you see. I know things. Or at least I should. It feels as if, since coming here, I'm host to nothing anymore. I should have known you were going to be here. And be late. But it's just more proof that something is wrong.
Okay, I just want to see... Okay, I'm gonna ask her about strange dreams, and that's gonna be it. You know, I had the strangest dream the night I arrived here, of a long hallway leading to nothing but more doors. Oh, we've had the same. Victoria too. I think it's the atmosphere. Everywhere looks the same, so of course it'll bubble up to one's dreams. You know, I've been reading about it. Hallways represent transitional spaces, because it's what they are, quite literally. They can be moving on from one thing onto another. A new stage in life, a new relationship, a new worldview. And locked doors, that's easy. They're barriers to overcome. But really, don't take it too much to heart. The symbols, I don't know so much about that. Sigils, I think, but that is really outside of my practice. I think everyone gets strange dreams around here, right?
I'll let you be, miss.
Take care, Mr. Ward.
Okay, the bar. You are new here. Copy of Sheridan Le Fanu's Camilla. All of the pages is stained, right? Okay.
I don't think we've met. Who might you be?
My name's Declan Ward. Miss,
Ah, the man from this morning. The man from room number 4. I am Mrs. Victoria Lau. How do you do?
Mrs. Lau. A pleasure. Another seance attendee?
Indirectly only. I am Miss MacLeod's chaperone. The event itself is not to my taste. I am here for her, and her alone.
Okay. What about the note? Mrs. Loud, you write this note. I opened this to the house of Miss Deane. Did she send you? Is it we've not seen her recently? She's acting through you as a proxy. How many others is she blackmailing that she needs to hide behind the balloon? You're not working for her. I've said too much. Please excuse me, Mr. Ward. No, don't go, don't go. Okay, she's being blackmailed. Okay, so I have a couple more minutes to transit her room. Let's try the doctor first. That's the one I'm most interested in right now. No one in there? Then let's go in. I'm helping myself if you don't mind. Okay, patient's records. Letter from Fia to Ryan Callan ordering him home for this grand seance. I shouldn't really look at stationery. What am I doing? Gramophone record and a note. Note to self, request gramophone to room so I can attempt to use this music to re-enter the dream and find out what's going on there. Doctor, is a similar plan to myself. I'll leave this record with him in case he succeeds where I fail. There is correspondence on the topic of the occult and its place inside the scientific studies. Work that has clearly been handled with care. Medium says brown boots. Research notes. Notes on the event. It seems the doctor's preparing a research paper on the event of this weekend. These look like medical records maybe, but they're masked by a sigil. Dr. Callahan's case files. It contains his notes on Miss von Trelawney. According to this, she does not have long to live. Irregular heart rhythms, the onset of organ failure, a weakness of the blood. He's not sure what is causing it, but seems to believe it wouldn't help her anyway in this late stage. All he can do is minimize her pain in these final days. Okay, what about Miss Mantravani? Okay, I think I have to figure out why she was called here. And why Ballet is so dead set on holding this seance. Because that was room number 10. That's off the list. Let me do another one. Then end the episode. Can't do anything, doesn't look like anyone's like double checking. A letter for Fiat Callahan from her sister-in-law. Instructions to allow no harm to come to her boy, Dr. Callahan, I assume, unless she wants something worse than a few white streaks to happen to her hair. She seems concerned that the son is wasting his time and risking his life with this mystical path. From reading this, it seems this is an acclaimed and responsible doctor with the potential of quite a lucrative life ahead of him, if only he would focus on it. Seems like Miss Callan is making notes on the other guests. Erickson a fraud and the poor one at that. Barbosa, the poor lamp is lost here. There's no trace of actual magic of her. I figured none of the staff would have any dry art, but Hunter has training. I knew it. Look in the journals. I bet that wee Jacqueline has reached out to Rory too. I won't let her take him. I won't, whatever the price. Jacqueline, whoever she means is from Dublin, and she does feel kindly towards them. Small shoes. Nothing noteworthy. Waste of time. Okay. Looks to be a hasty schedule, so a title weekends while scrying. There's also a note, make sure everyone has directions for the hedge maze. Nothing that catches my eyes. Something torn up inside. Looks like scraps from the torn up leather. That looks correct. It's a letter from Evelyn Deane asking Fia to teach her Irish magic traditions. It seems Miss Deane recently became aware of her own heritage, which spawned a want to study on a Fiat. It seems Miss Callahan's reaction was to angrily tear up the letter and throw it away, but only after scrawling Jacqueline on it. Jacqueline? Or is Miss Deane or Fiat that Fiat was threatening in her note? Might she actually have done something to protect Dr. Callahan from her? Another journal. Even more people have had the strange dreams. They're all still innocent enough in the manor. Lots of Lots of out-of-place doors and signal spirals and urge to attend the seance then become deeper over time. Staff doesn't get anything from their dreams have moved on from the seance. They have darker messages. Frustration and longing to leave trapped animals. Stranger still, they seem to be experiencing any other dreams, like a big stew pot of experiences all mixed together. How is that? Rory is planning some newfangled investigation. I'll leave it to him. I need to stay focused on the well. Label cells until your headache passes on. It's unused. Okay, nothing of note in these drawers. Okay. I hope that I didn't miss anything noteworthy. Guess I can still look at the books. Held up both in Irish. Don't know what they say. Okay. Let's leave the room in case upon the hour she returns. And cross the room number 9 off the list. Start the fresh hour. Okay, no special event at the hour. So let's try and keep looking at the room. Okay, let's try priest's room. See if it's empty. Perfect. Nothing of note in here. Letters. Oh, sorry, I'm so irresponsible. Totally forgot that I wanted to end the episode. Let me just do it here really quickly. I know it's sort of awkward, but before I spend another 50 minutes investigating the room, let me quickly end it here. I thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be for you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you again soon. Bye.